people view you as someone who is very original. You may have a lot of air sign placements, Aquarius being one of them. We also have some Scorpio energy, some Aries energy, Virgo, and Sagittarius. So those zodiac signs could be in your birth chart, but if they're not, then this is talking about the characteristics of who you are. You're a very open-minded individual. You often set trends. You often are the first to do something different than your peers. You have a lot of spiritual knowledge and you are an empath. You are a very deep person, very poetic person, and you don't play games when it comes to life. You take things very seriously. The reason this reading is coming through today is to serve as a reminder that you are in fact on the right path. There are ideas that you have, original ideas that you have, that you may be second guessing. You may be overthinking this new idea, but you're meant to dive into it. And there is a message here of being cautious of who you're telling your business to, because some people around you are a little simple-minded, and some of these people are very stuck in the 3D, meaning they rely on what they see to believe it. They are very addicted to hustle culture, or they believe in climbing a social ladder, or sorry, not social ladder, but maybe that resonates. Maybe these people are social climbers. I don't know. It's going to resonate different for everyone watching, but the company ladder, the corporate ladder. I'm also getting here that there may be an idea that keeps coming to you, maybe even through dreams. You could see this idea, like maybe you have this certain idea and you're seeing it in public somewhere. I'm just feeling like you're seeing signs of confirmation around you in public. And so you're like, oh my gosh, like, what? That's crazy. I just thought of that. Or, oh my gosh, is this a sign? I keep seeing the same thing about this idea. Those are your spirit guides nudging you to pursue these things. The things you see in life, if you just tap in, you'll see that there are a lot of answers that you've been waiting on or asking. The light is shining on you right now. So this is a lot. I'm seeing the sun radiating you or energizing you, like revitalizing you, I guess. This is also a reminder that the sun is our life source, and you need to gaze into the sun more often. Now, I'm not saying that you need to look at the sun for longer than you can, but you need to be in the sun. How many of us would benefit from standing in the sun rays in the morning? I mean, the sun does wonders to us, and metaphysically speaking, spiritually speaking, this sun energy is pushing you forward, giving you endurance to finish. And this reading today is serving as that too. It's a reminder. Your spirit guides want you to know that you may not have achieved the success that you are seeking, but it's coming. It is coming to you. You still have a little bit more work to do. I know that you're not enthusiastic about this. I know that this means starting over. It means doing things alone. There's so many downloads coming through for you today, but this right here is keep going. Keep working on this concept because you're onto something. So there's something else about community and maybe not having the right people to help you. So this is like your spirit guides urging you to speak into existence the people you want to attract. So, for example, if you are a music artist, you may feel very alone in the process. Maybe you have yet to find a producer, a mixing engineer. Maybe you're looking for a manager. This is a time for you to speak those things into existence and ask the universe for what you need. Closed mouths do not get fed. So speak it out loud, write about it in your journal. These practices, the manifestation, the speaking things into existence, the prayer, it matters and it helps, it works. If you don't believe me, just try it out. Let me hold you accountable and give you some homework. After this, do that. Sit with yourself, connect with Source, and ask for what you need. There's also this energy coming through about restlessness, and it's of the mind. And some of you feel trapped internally because you have no one to share this with. Or maybe you feel like the people around you are not the right people that you can share this with. Okay, well, how can we utilize our resources and find some community? Reddit is a great platform for doing that. And so is Discord. And this one I think is overlooked quite a bit, but Facebook groups. These ideas need to definitely be talked about with people that are in the same space as you. But what if what I'm channeling is actually you just admitting your ideas to yourself? Because a lot of times we'll brush things off and we're like, I can never do that. Or how would I do that? I don't have enough money for that. All of what I just said is a very scarcity way of living. That is scarcity mindset. That is limited beliefs. And you need to free yourself from that. You need to free yourself from imposter syndrome. You need to free yourself from thinking that you need to be perfect before you begin. There's a lot coming through about insecurity, and let me just give you some confidence here right now. We all have to start from somewhere. And yes, you may look silly doing it. You may not be as well versed as your peers doing it. You may not have the resources that everyone else does. But the important thing here is that you heard the calling and you answered it. So when we live our lives fearlessly in that aspect, the universe does the rest. If you know you are meant to be doing something, there is nothing that you can say to yourself to convince yourself otherwise. That thing is just going to keep following you and following you and following you, or calling you and calling you and calling you until you answer it. And the beautiful thing about listening to how we're being called is that we are divinely protected when we go down that journey. We are given resources. The world actually opens up for us. I mean, you've seen it. We all see it. When people around us are truly living in their calling, isn't their life beautiful? The thing is, it's time for you to get excited about this thing. Yes, you are brand new at it, or yes, you don't have everything that you wish you had, but you started, and that is something to be proud of. That is resilience and strength and courage, and that is genuinely faith. So it's time. I decided to pull a couple more cards, and this is just re emphasizing what I was picking up on. The imposter syndrome, that you're not creative enough, that you're not good enough for this pursuit. You don't understand. God has given you the vision, God has handed you the torch, and you're living in fear because you think you're not good enough. You think that no one will like what you have to share. You think that there's someone else better doing it. That may be true. There may be someone doing it very damn good, but that doesn't mean that there's not room for you at that same table. You've got to start somewhere. And you need to stop being so afraid of learning new information. I understand the overwhelm of diving into a new chapter, new career, new learning, and being so overwhelmed because you just don't know all of it. You don't know even where to begin with it. But look, when you're studying something or researching something for the first time, all you have to do is keep learning. I mean, if you're not going to learn, if you're not going to take the time to watch a 10-minute video on YouTube where someone has already done the research for you, all you have to do is listen with your ears. You're never going to do it. Like, you guys don't understand that we live in such a blessed time. The technology that we have is advancing every single day. The technology that we have will teach us anything we want. And it's time for you to start going down the rabbit hole of whatever it is you want to do. Some of you have started learning, but you stopped. And this is an energy, and this is a reading today to inspire you to start again. You know, it's like life will constantly throw you off the horse. And what I am realizing in my path is that it's not a big deal. Just get back on the horse and keep going again. That is what resilience is, and I think that's what this current chapter is trying to teach you in your life. Also, I do want to say there's so many baby hummingbirds in my backyard right now. My neighbor has several feeders, and I just love to see them. But maybe the hummingbird spirit animals coming through today for you specifically. Listen, the things that you're meant to be educating yourself on will help your manifestation. It will help the vision come together. There were times where I was so just stuck in the, mixing engineering process for some of my songs, and I didn't want to learn. I didn't want to have to do anything. I just wanted to magically find someone and it work out. But what did I do? I got fed up with that. And I was like, all right, YouTube University, here I come. And I'm glad that I did that. Am I perfect at engineering, mixing? No, I am not. And I am still actually looking for someone to align with me on that front because, oh my gosh, it is just... It's important. It's important that I find someone that fits me. But, at least I tried and continue to try. As I am learning about mixing a song, I can then help the engineer in the direction that I actually want to go into. So yeah, while I have done some research, some learning, I'm nowhere near expert level, but at least now I understand more of the language and know of what I'm looking for myself so I can tell them what I want. So it's not this like confusing guessing game of like, oh, because that's the thing. They'll ask me, well, what's the genre? What do you feel for this? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I like these artists, but that doesn't really help. So, learning as much as you can with the resources that you have is better than nothing. And there's the washing machine going off to confirm that for you. But yeah, on the bottom of the deck, we have a very powerful message to end with. This talks about not leaving stop negotiating with yourself, stop talking yourself out of what it is that you should be doing. The Six of Swords is talking about moving on, but in this case, we don't want you to move on. We don't want you to go back and forth with yourself to a point where you're counting everything out. You really have to sit with yourself, and this is some more homework for you. You need to sit with yourself and ask yourself, where does this come from? Where does this imposter syndrome come from? Where do these limiting beliefs stem from? When is the first time that I shared an idea with someone and they shot it down? Or where was the first time I was met with, scarcity mindset when it comes to this endeavor? And I think that'll help you clear up some things, and it'll also give you an opportunity to save yourself from that moment. I specifically remember being in ninth grade or going into ninth grade, and some neighbors wanted to hear a song I told them I was working on. I sang it to them and they all laughed. And I know that we were just kids and they probably didn't mean any harm. I mean, some of these people still keep up with me and love me and really cherish who I am today. But yeah, it's like that followed me. I mean, they may have just been like embarrassed and laughed at me, but that followed me until college. And I didn't make music in high school. Like, I did not make one song. And as a kid, I was constantly making songs. And so I had to, go back in time and get my 13-year-old self and be like, Alyssa, it's okay. It is okay. You are gifted. You are talented. Your words do hold value, and you do have a beautiful voice. The music you make is lovely, and all the good things. Like, I had to get real with myself and tell myself that how they reacted towards me wasn't the truth. I mean, it's just so crazy, the things that we hold on to and we don't even realize it. But yeah, so I hope this helped today. I hope this found the right people and helped bring you some clarity. But you have a gift. You are meant to dive into it unapologetically and just show the world the real you. That's a very Aquarian theme. And, we've got this massive Pluto and Aquarius shift for the collective. And it's a lot of just like towers falling and new ideas just infiltrating us, and so many upgrades. Aquarius really upgrades the collective, the community, and our way of thinking about, how things were once done and how we want them to be moving forward. But you have something here, and it is so important that you dive into it and rewire your subconscious thought, because he or she is being your worst enemy right now. And my advice for that, which I always talk about because it works, is you need to be listening to affirmations, and either I am affirmations or affirmations about career, success, artistic abilities. I don't know. The subjects are endless with that, but you do need to be filling your brain with something positive, some positive reinforcement, because if you don't, who the is going to? Like, Come on, people. Let's get these generational curses or limiting thoughts or trauma from our past. Like, let's be done with it. Let's pack it up and elevate and change the narrative. You don't get it, but you doing that, you living in this truth and following in your purpose is healing everyone around you, people that you will probably never even meet. There's so many of you that I will never even meet. There's so many of you that are impacted by what I'm bringing to you, and you've never even shared anything. You've never even communicated with me. That's the same for you. You don't get it, but you living in your truth is helping you, but so many others. And that's what Aquarius teaches to the people, that it's bigger than us. It's bigger than just you. And for those of you who do want to start a family and do want to have children, this is the time to be rewriting your story and stepping out on faith and giving yourself all you got, giving it all you got. So I love you. I hope that you're having a beautiful day or night whenever you're watching. Thank you for being here. Definitely like and comment. Share this video to exchange the energy with me today. And if you need anything from the collective, from the community, if you are a struggling artist and you need advice or anything, I don't know what you have going on. I don't know your ideas, but if you need help, ask for it. I don't know if you guys know this, but my background is in marketing and social media, so I can be of assistance in that area. I'm also a singer and songwriter, so if you have questions about that, please let me know. But in the meantime, I will see you again soon.